opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Bill Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pulls and fires complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Noles racing to the line in a hurry up. Wants to throw again. side now. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the SMU Mustangs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, running back gets the give. Still on his feet at the 40. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Illegal block.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. White wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. White going to attack through the air. Got his man. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Red pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Now on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They want to run this quarterback. Fighting off the defender. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Throwing right. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 4 over Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
White wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are... Breaks into the open. Oh, sweet feet. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And the Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20.
Here we go.
They'll try it over the left side. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out fast. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Touchdown, Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. On the run, it's Robertson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. At the 27, his offense facing a 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And he made the grab with enough for the 1st down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. White wants to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Fuller. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Snags it quickly on the left. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Noles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go.
Back to pass. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. White going to attack through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cummings. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bauer. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it. That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now. And
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Hard running there. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pressure coming. He'll take a shot. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
White wants to throw it. The short hands. It's Fuller. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. It's Lincoln. There he goes. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the Mustangs will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the returner goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Going for it all. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
SMU 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. At this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4. And
oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Rides the back. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff.